We are being joined today by an animal from the Wild Animal Park that you may not have heard of. It's called a poteroo. If you're wondering what exactly is a poteroo, well, Sunni Black from the Wild Animal Park is here to explain with her poteroo. So what do we have here?
This is a poteroo we call Paulina. She's in the kangaroo family, and actually one of the smaller members of the kangaroo family. There's over 60 species of kangaroo found over there, so people aren't aware that we have some real small marsupials.
That's a full-grown poteroo?
Full-grown, yep. She's not going to get any larger than this.
And she is a marsupial, so she has the pouch?
She has a small pouch, right, where they keep their offspring for several months while they're developing. And in fact, there's some very small marsupials found on that continent.
In Australia?
Yeah. Would you like to hold her?
Well, I've never held a poteroo before. Neither have many people, I suppose.
Kind of push her close in.
Okay.
She likes that.
She's rolling into a little tiny ball. Is
Just
this how she sort of protects herself?
They stay in a burrow during the daytime. That keeps her nice and warm. We also have another one, too, that we can bring out for you. She's this is a very small...
Oh, you're kidding me.
Isn't that...
It's been in your pocket?
Little sugar glider. This is a flying marsupial. And they... They forage for gum and sap of eucalyptus and acacia. They chew a little hole in the tree, and then they hang upside down and lick the sap as it comes out of the wound in the tree.
And you called it a flying marsupial? I assume that's just
gliding.
Sort of gliding?
Yeah. In fact, we have a lot of surprises out there at the park.
Yeah, I should say, I've never seen anyone pull a marsupial from her pocket before.
We have a brand new show that we're doing 3 times a day. It's a Aussie Down Under show. And on the 26th of August, we'll be having an Aussie Spectacular with it's a giant Australian barbecue. And if you're interested in coming out, you need to call for reservations, and it'll be a real Aussie fest. So it should be great fun.
This little thing is so quiet and gentle. What does she do for food? She doesn't seem capable of hunting for anything. She's so calm and serene.
They have you see the front legs or front claws are quite sharp, and they'll dig the ground.
Now she tells me. Okay.
They'll dig up roots. They'll eat insects. She eats a lot of fruit. She likes crickets and things like that.
Big long tail here. Now kangaroos use these for balancing, I guess. Does she as well?
She uses it just the same. They're also called a rat kangaroo, sort of appropriately, because they have that lovely little rat-like tail.
But they're not rodents.
No, they're marsupials. And I think most people aren't aware of the variety of things they have in Australia and how really strange they are. So.
You hear about the damage a kangaroo can do with its tail. It can snap a person in half, etc. Is this a lethal weapon, or is this just sort of a nice little appendage?
Not on a poteroo, but on the larger ones, yeah. It can be. The larger kangaroos have a very strong tail. They use that like a third leg. They'll lift up, and you can actually reach for branches very high up in trees. And
she does well in captivity? She doesn't have a problem adjusting?
No, she's doing real. In fact, we're doing some breeding. We have 4 offspring right now, all in various stages of growth. One of the females has a small one that's about half the size of Paulina here and still going in the pouch. So they do come in a real variety of sizes. We've been real successful with breeding them.
Are you breeding out of necessity because they're running short of poteroos?
There's probably plenty of poteroos. They're difficult to count in the wild because they're so small. They're nocturnal, and so the numbers in the wild are a little difficult to figure out. But they seem to be doing well. They're related to something that is in danger, and that's the brush-tailed baton. We're hoping we'll have a whole troop of them we'll race back and forth with on stage.
I'm amazed that the little guy sitting in your pocket is just in there quiet as can be. You'd never even know.
Yeah.
They enjoy contact. They enjoy contact with humans.
They do.
I mean, she's content. She's almost purring. If she's a cat, she'd be purring, I think.
They've really adjusted very well with what we're doing with them out there. We found that they like living in pouches a lot better than anything else. So we've fashioned small pouches, and they live in the pocket. We carry them around in pockets for until they get adjusted to it, and they do very well.
Sort of a human adaptation. Human adaptation of a marsupial.
Yeah.
Sunni, thanks very much. I guess I have to give up my poteroo now. It's too bad, but she's beautiful. Thanks for coming on. We appreciate it. Now we all know what a poteroo is. We'll be back with more after this.